Hello and welcome to our holiday show. It's called Holiday Tuba Fest. It's really a replay of something that happened many years ago in the Valley, and you'll hear more about that later. Stay tuned. Welcome. I'm Phil Lenahan, your host for The Better Part. We have with us today two musicians and a lot more musicians, Tony Clements and John Monroe. Let's start with Tony. Our first guest is Tony Clements, professional tuba player. He has held positions with the San Jose Symphony, the Symphony Silicon Valley, and performed with the San Francisco Symphony, the San Diego Symphony, Sacramento Symphony, just to name a few. He is responsible for starting Holiday Tuba Fest in the South Bay and has a very active role in the three Ohlone college bands. Our next guest is John Monroe, another accomplished musician. John retired from HP in 2002 to concentrate more fully on playing trombone and euphonium. He plays in all three of the Ohlone bands. He has also played in some of the past Holiday Tuba Fests. So let's start with Tony. Tony, how did the Tuba Fest get started?
Well, I was approached by a number of my students about putting together a concert at Christmas time where we could get together and play Christmas carols. So I put the word out that we were going to do this Christmas concert, and I arranged some music, and the first year about 20 guys showed up to play at Christmas in the Park in the rain. And it grew from there.
And how big did it grow to?
We did our last Tuba Fest, I want to say it was in 2003, and at its peak we had 253.
Where is it? Where was that?
The last one was at Eastridge Shopping Center.
Ah. Do you think it'll ever start again?
I would like very much for that to happen. The mall canceled our 2004 performance because they were rebuilding the inside. And since that time, we have not been able to find another venue to do it. We have had many inquiries about when we're going to do it again, both from tuba players and for people who used to come out to the mall to hear us play.
Yeah, I saw one of the first ones, and I saw one of the last ones, and a few in between. John, tell us about the bands. You're in all three of them, aren't you?
I'm in two of the three.
Two of the three.
And I've soloed with the third one.
Okay.
The Ohlone Wind Orchestra is an advanced adult ensemble that plays challenging, interesting music that really challenges the players. The Mission Peak Brass Band is a British-style brass band, and I play this euphonium in the British-style brass band, and it's a mellifluous melodic sound. It's really quite a wonderful musical sound. And the Ohlone Community Band is a community band that provides a great musical experience for adults who are interested in developing their musical skills.
Are most of these bands open to the public?
Yes, you can sign up for them through Ohlone Community Education. There's a sign up in the fall and the spring. We run a program each term.
How many concerts do you do?
Each band does 4 a year. One of the 4 is a holiday extravaganza. It happens early in December and combines all 3 of the bands, plus the tuba ensemble, plus a clarinet choir, which when it's operating comes in and plays Christmas music on clarinets.
Tell us what it was like to give up working and taking up music. Or didn't you stop working? You just worked on something else.
I tapered off. And the thing that made it a challenge for me was that Tony gave me the opportunity to play a solo on the trombone with the Ohlone Wind Orchestra. And that caused me to have to turn my attention away from day-to-day business matters and get focused on practicing. So it was easy and it was a lot of fun.
Are you enjoying it?
Yes, I'm enjoying it tremendously. I have a lot of fun.
That will be quite obvious later when we see you playing.
Yeah, yes. The thing that's great about music is you can improve as a musician in your 60s. It's harder to improve as a football player in your 60s.
Correct.
But as a musician, you know, you can continue to improve. It's been really challenging and rewarding and fun.
Well, the mental exercises of music are also very good for your brain.
Oh, yeah.
When did you start your music?
I started playing the tuba when John Kennedy was president.
Oh, wow. And how old were you then?
I was 7.
7.
So you can do the math.
Full-size tuba?
It was a smaller tuba, but it was bigger than a euphonium, but it was a real tuba. And I started, and I had a sousaphone. It was one of those instruments that go around you.
Yep.
And they had a chair, and I'd crawl up inside it. And the faculty at my elementary school would let me practice in the faculty room after school. So I would go get the janitor who would unlock the faculty lounge, and I would bring my sousaphone in there and practice after school.
John, could you tell us about the group that we're about to hear from?
The Ohlone Tuba Ensemble is an offering of the Ohlone Community Education program. It's a group of about 24 players, and we meet every Saturday morning from 10 to noon to warm up, practice, get a lesson. It's the best free, it's not free, but it's the most economical and best tuba lesson you can get in the Bay Area, in my opinion. And we have a lot of fun. It's a good group of players, and the team gets along very well, enjoys one another's company. And a part of playing in an ensemble that Tony conducts is that there's always an opportunity to laugh in the middle of the rehearsal, and it's to laugh with the joy of making music. Something happens that everyone breaks up and laughs, and the tuba ensemble is just typical of that.
Now, I don't think the country is populated with tuba ensembles. Am I correct?
I think that's right. Tony knows the statistics better than I. I don't. There
How
may be
many
one
are
or
there,
two in the
Tony?
States.
Well, there are 2 that I know of full-time tuba ensembles that meet here in California. One is at the University of Southern California, where they have an incredible tuba program taught by one of my former teachers, Jim Self, and Norm Pearson, who's the tuba player with the LA Philharmonic. Fabulous, fabulous player. And then ours at Ohlone College.
Ah.
So there are tuba ensembles around the country, but there's 2 in California.
So we're going to hear a rather exclusive group perform.
Yeah, I would say that.
Now, speaking of performing, ladies and gentlemen, Tony is going to take over the program from now on, leading music. All these empty chairs are going to be populated now with more musicians and tuba players. And we hope you really enjoy the show. And we're going to fade out now. The people are going to come in and fill these chairs. And we're going to fill this studio with a lot of music. So stay tuned.
Welcome back. The Ohlone Tuba Ensemble, for their first work, would like to play for you variations on Jingle Bells, arranged by Eugene Anderson. The next piece we would like to play for you is a selection from the Nutcracker. Its German name is Dance of the Mirlitons, which means Dance of the Reed Pipes. So the Ohlone Tuba Ensemble would like to play for you Dance of the Reed Pipes. The next tune we would like to play for you is a tune that was very popular during the Second World War. It's entitled I'll Be Home for Christmas, and it was arranged by a young tubist from Cincinnati, Ohio, whose name is Will Resch. We have three members of the tuba family that's represented here for you today. The highest member of the tuba family represented today is an instrument called the euphonium. Eyes, hold up your horns. The word euphonium comes from the ancient Sanskrit. It's two words, eupho meaning beautiful and phonos meaning sound. So the euphonium literally is the beautiful sound. And when the euphoniums play a chord together, they sound just like this. Truly a beautiful sound. Going down in order of range, the next instrument is called the bass tuba. This was actually the first tuba that was invented in the early 1800s. And these tubas are pitched in F, and here's the F tubas over here. And when the F tubas play together, they sound like this. The largest instrument in the tuba family is the contrabass tuba, and they are pitched in either B flat or C. And they provide the foundation of a concert band, symphonic band, and an orchestra. There's one contrabass tuba player who supports the entire brass section. And this instrument was written for extensively by Richard Strauss, Wagner, Mahler, and Bruckner. And the contrabass tubas are back here. Hold up your instruments, please. And when the contrabass tubas play together, they sound like this. And then when the whole tuba ensemble plays a tuning B-flat chord, they sound like this. The sound of the tuba ensemble is very similar to a male choir. Just imagine a barbershop quartet kind of quartet sound, and that's what the tuba ensemble sounds like. The next piece we're going to play for you is a tune that was made famous during the Charlie Brown Christmas. It's called Christmas Time Is Here. The next tune we'd like to play for you is arranged by a tubist, young man who got his doctorate from the University of Wisconsin in Madison. His name is Sean Green. Hi, Sean. The next tune we're going to play for you is another Sean Green arrangement. It was made very popular by 1950s male crooners such as Andy Williams, Bing Crosby, and my favorite version is done by Perry Como. The next piece we'd like to play for you is the Mel Torme classic, the Christmas song. It's also another Sean Green arrangement.
our show, and we hope you enjoyed it. We thank Tony and John for bringing these wonderful musicians to our studio. If you go to their website, you'll be able to find out where they'll be giving concerts. They have, I think, 3 bands, and just go up and see them, support them, tell them how wonderful music is in our schools. The Better Part can be found on YouTube, in Roku, and in the Santa Clara County Library System. Thanks for watching. See you next week on The Better Part.
Thank you so much for tuning in. If you'd like to hear some more of the ensembles that we have performing, in addition to the tuba ensemble, please feel free to check our website at Ohlone College, ohlone.edu. We have a lot of musical things going on, and we hope to see you out there sometime. Thank you so much. Have a great holiday.